In the annals of unsolved mysteries, few cases have left as deep an impression as the Texarkana Moonlight Murders. In 1946, a small town on the Texas-Arkansas border was gripped by fear as a series of brutal attacks unfolded under the cover of darkness. The perpetrator, known as the Phantom Killer, terrorized the community and eluded capture, leaving behind a trail of cryptic clues that continue to baffle investigators to this day. The story begins on a chilly February night when two young couples parked on a lover's lane were viciously attacked. Mary Jean Larey and her boyfriend, Jimmy Hollis, survived the assault, but their harrowing encounter marked the beginning of a reign of terror that would last for months. The attacker, described as wearing a white hood with eye holes cut out, seemed to materialize from the shadows, striking fear into the hearts of Texarkana's residents. As spring arrived, the Phantom struck again. This time, Richard Griffin and his girlfriend, Polly Ann Moore, were found dead in their car, both shot in the back of the head. The brutality of the crime shocked the community, and panic began to set in. The local police, overwhelmed by the complexity of the case, called in the Texas Rangers and the FBI for assistance. But the Phantom was far from finished. Just 3 weeks later, another couple fell victim to the killer's savage appetite. Paul Martin and Betty Jo Booker were discovered miles apart, both fatally shot. The killer's modus operandi was evolving, and with each attack, he left behind perplexing clues that seemed to mock the authorities. One of the most intriguing aspects of the case was the Phantom's apparent knowledge of police procedures. He managed to avoid leaving fingerprints or other physical evidence, suggesting a level of sophistication that was unusual for the time. This led some to speculate that the killer might have had law enforcement or military training. The Phantom's crimes were not limited to couples on lovers' lanes. In May of that year, Virgil Starks was shot through the window of his home while his wife narrowly escaped. This attack deviated from the killer's previous pattern, adding another layer of mystery to an already baffling case. As the investigation intensified, the town of Texarkana transformed. Once bustling streets became deserted after dark. Hardware stores sold out of guns and ammunition as citizens armed themselves against the unseen threat. The Phantom had succeeded in not just killing individuals, but in murdering the town's sense of security. The cryptic nature of the clues left behind by the Phantom has fueled speculation for decades. Some believe that the killer was sending messages through the positioning of the bodies or the selection of victims. Others point to the timing of the attacks, which seem to follow a lunar cycle, hence the moniker Moonlight Murders. One of the most tantalizing pieces of evidence was a pocket watch found near one of the crime scenes. Engraved with the initials PEP, it sparked countless theories but ultimately led nowhere. Was it a deliberate red herring planted by the killer or a genuine clue that investigators failed to decipher? Despite an extensive investigation that involved hundreds of suspects and thousands of man-hours, the Phantom Killer was never caught. The case officially went cold, but its impact on Texarkana and the field of criminal investigation lingered. In the years since, numerous theories have emerged about the identity of the Phantom. Some believe he was a local man who managed to blend back into the community after the killing stopped. Others speculate that he moved on to commit similar crimes elsewhere, possibly evolving into a more notorious serial killer. The legacy of the Texarkana Phantom Killer extends beyond the unsolved murders. It became a cautionary tale about the vulnerability of small-town America and inspired numerous books, films, and documentaries. The case also influenced police procedures and forensic techniques, as law enforcement sought new ways to combat such elusive criminals. As we look back on the Texarkana Moonlight Murders, we're left with more questions than answers. The cryptic clues left behind by the Phantom continue to intrigue amateur sleuths and professional investigators alike. Will modern forensic techniques one day unlock the secrets of this decades-old mystery? Or will the identity of the Phantom Killer remain forever shrouded in the moonlit shadows of that fateful spring in 1946? The case of the Texarkana Phantom Killer serves as a chilling reminder of the limits of human knowledge in the face of calculated malevolence. It stands as a testament to the enduring power of unsolved mysteries to captivate our imagination and challenge our understanding of the human psyche. As long as the clues remain undecoded, the Phantom will continue to haunt the annals of criminal history. a spectral figure that represents our deepest fears and our unquenchable thirst for answers in an often inexplicable world.